Okay, and we're going to continue some more. Back to talking about the friends I've made and whatnot. Basically, I never used to be as much of an outgoing person. I used to be pretty pretty boring. What friends I did have, they can kind of attest to that. You know, the kind of person I used to be. I used to be in a really dark place. There was a time where I could care less if I talk to people. Now, which I mean, the as far as socializing with groups of people, furries helped. But my job has a little bit to do with that too. But on top of that, what really pulled me out of my shell was the whole come on, you're gonna cross anyway, and that guy ain't gonna stop. And DDR really pulled me out of my shell and Pump It Up really. That's why I feel so strongly about gaming, and that's why I had such a interest and fascination with rhythm games. But that's for another vlog also. But I really think the experience that you have, and the more open you are to I guess outside influence, is the more you tend to be somewhat of a better person, I guess. Again, I'm stopped. You're not even looking at me, are you? Go on. Kentucky? Holy dog shit. You are in the wrong state, buddy. Sorry, getting off topic. I get distracted really easy. But on top of all of that, and now we're going to dig into the media aspect of it. The media, they make a living off of ratings, and obscured, weird, taboo stuff is basically what they get their ratings on. So obviously when media starts sticking their nose into to a fandom / subculture / group of people per se, they really start digging for the really juicy stuff, because that's what gives them ratings, and that's what makes people watch. Most people, we are the kind of people that most people, they feed off tragedy. You don't want to. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but let's be honest. There are some true, like for example, there are some true NASCAR fans, but if you watch, you get more reaction out of crashes and races than you do as they're going around in circles, especially for NASCAR. Now, when you get into the GT class, stuff like that, and man, I'm just letting everybody. I'm being good Samaritan today. But basically, tragedy, the weird, it sells. That's just how society is. If you're wanting people to notice, that's what you're gonna do. And so it's not uncommon for them to focus on the darker side of any kind of fandom, and I'm not going to try and tackle that, because those are not the reasons to why I came to the whole furry community, furry world. I came because I was genuinely interested. And when I first started digging into it, I'm someone who I want to understand. I want to take time, say, okay, well, what do other people see that I don't see right off? And I spent a better part of probably, I don't know, a year, 2 years, just trying to talk to people and just work in understanding the community and basically like most of the time, if you dive deep enough into a community or a culture or a fandom per se, there's no way of really coming out unscathed, I guess you could say. I mean, more than likely, by the time you're done, you're going to be part of it. I mean, that just happens. As far as me, I never really dug into something like that deep yet. So I never experienced it. I mean, like I said, I had a genuine interest, and I wasn't too worried if I came out the other side as being one. I wasn't too worried about it. It just happened, and the experience I got, the friendship you build, it's one of a kind. I mean, a lot of like vloggers, they experience this once they dabble into the vlogging community. They start making connections, and next thing you know, you have that moment of, wow, this is really interesting. And then, it's like same way with the motovloggers. As a matter of fact, there's a motovlogger, Midshift. He just posted his experience with 2 years on YouTube. I've had my YouTube account a lot longer. My content has changed over the years. My earliest upload that's still up there that I didn't take down is from like 6 years ago, and it's a completely different content than what I'm doing now. And my experience with the YouTube community so far, from me dabbling with vlogging, reaching out, talking to other people that vlog on motorcycles, they call it, motovloggers, it's been really interesting, and I've made some friends that they seem to be legit individuals, and eventually I would like to meet them in person. I mean, eventually that'll happen. It'll probably be once I get my motorcycle, but it'll be. I definitely see myself really coming away from that community the same way as I've came out the other side of me exploring furries, and it's just a sense of everyone wants to belong. Let's put it that way. You really come to a sense of belonging, and it's something that's really hard to mimic, and once you find it, You know, it's something you never really lose. I really think I've hammered everything I wanted to hammer on this topic. I didn't, at least I don't think I strayed away too much. Please feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. The new dash mount should be in a couple of days. So we're definitely going to be giving that a try. And after I use it for a couple of days, I'll give a review of it. And we'll go from there. Thank you for taking your time and watching. This is also going to be my first attempt at a little more deeper into adding intro. I've been dabbling with text, and this was going to be a little bit further. I'm going to see how far I can push with Windows Movie Maker before I need to take the next step and do get another kind of software. So anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you for taking time, and I will catch you on the flip side.